Good Monday afternoon to you. Glad to have you along here, WLATV. Jordan King with you here on the campus of Winnebago Lutheran Academy. It's the Markesan Lady Hornets and the Winnebago Lutheran Academy Vikings getting after it here in a non-conference matchup. The Vikings moving to 8-2. They sit second in the Flyweight Conference with a 4-1 record, and they welcome in the Markesan Hornets here tonight. And, you know, we'll cut straight to the chase. We'll address line item 1A, and that is Kiera Shea, Vikings point guard, number 2, the 5'4" senior, and she is 10 points away from hitting the millennial milestone. 10 points away from getting to 1,000 points in her career. She'll be just the second Viking to do it on the girls' side of things. She will be the 8th Viking to do it in both boys and girls programs combined history, but second just to the WBCA Hall of Famer Steph Schmitz-Yankee, who racked up a little more than 1,000 points, but she did get to 1,000, 1,600, somewhere up in there. So Kiera, unless she averages 60 points a game from here on out, won't touch that record. But she's second all-time on the scoring list and has the chance to hit that amazing, unique milestone of 1,000 points in your high school basketball career. And a lot of hard work, a lot of effort, and some, obviously blessed with, some good teams to play on and some good health as well. So all of that stuff, and hopefully a celebration of that at some point tonight if she can find a way to find 10 points or more here this evening. We are going to have Anthem and starters coming up next. Stay with us. Game action, the Hornets and the Vikings on WLATV.
Winnebago Lutheran Academy welcomes you to this evening's non-conference basketball game between the Markesan Hornets and the Vikings of Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Winnebago Lutheran Academy, Markesan High School, the WIAA require good sportsmanship and education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please stand, remove your hats, and join us in honoring America and those who protect it with the playing of our national anthem. It's time to meet the starting lineups for this evening's game. First, for the Hornets, a 5'4" junior, number 2, Leah Bobek. A 5'10" senior, number 11, Ashton Clark. A 5'8" senior, number 12, Lauren Clark. A 5'6" junior, number 20, Danny Brock. And a 5'8" senior, number 25, Julia Lenz. The Hornets are coached by Patrick Van Douwen.
There you go, starters for the Hornets. Before we introduce you to the starters
Evelyn
for the Vikings,
Davies,
we'll
Faith
let them
Lutheran.
introduce
Anna
themselves.
Schuin, St. John's Elmira.
Leah Tyson, Faith Lutheran.
McKenna Conkey, Redeemer.
Abby Cole, Faith Lutheran.
Lindsay Nell, Redeemer.
Avery Superdan, Faith Lutheran.
Siri Kiski, St. John's Elmira. Audrey Schumacher, St. Paul's Mount Calvary.
Kiera Shea, St. Paul's Mount Calvary.
There you go. You just saw the face, Kiera Shea. She's the first one announced as well this evening. She's a starter. Lindsay Nell is a starter as well. Number 22 is Abby Cole. 13, Leah Tyson. And number 25, McKenna Conkey. Once again, 2, Shea. 5, Nell. 13, Tyson. 22, Cole. 25, Conkey. Those are the starters for the Vikings. Reminder of the Markesan Hornets starting lineup. Number 2, Leah Bobek. Number 11 is Ashton Clark. 12 is Lauren Clark. 20 is Danny Graff. And 25 is Julia Lenz. 25 Lenz, 20 Graff. 12 Clark, 11 Clark, 2 Bobek. Those are the starters for both of these teams. For Markesan, don't let the record fool you. 6-5 and 5-2 in the Trailways West. Vikings going to see a Trailways East opponent coming up on Thursday, that being the Oakfield Oaks, but tonight a Trailways West opponent. Randolph is the cream of the crop in that conference, one of the best teams in the state. They're 7-0 in the conference. They are coming off a loss to Randolph. Is Markesan 41-29 on that one. Tip here early, won by Randolph, and they'll get the first possession. It's Bobek up top, finds Groff. Groff on the wing, surveys the court, over to Lenz, top of the key between the circles. Glad to have you along. It is a busy week on WLA TV. 2 girls games, 2 boys games. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Thursday for the girls, Tuesday, Friday for the boys. Quick turnover here, and it ends up in the hands of Leah Tyson. Shovels it to the star of the night, hopefully for the Vikings, Kiera Shea. Here's Nell. Nell around a screen, finds Shea in the corner. Shot fake down the lane. She goes up with the floater. Oh, rims around and out. That thing was down, but wouldn't go for Shea. So first shot attempt, no good for Kiera, but she'll keep firing, no doubt about it. There in the corner, that's Lenz. Initiating an offense here are the Hornets. Crossing over, this is Lauren Clark. Lauren trying to find Groff on a roll, tipped away by Shea. Completed steal by McKenna Conkey. Here's Shea in transition, bounces to Leah Tyson. Tyson traveled. And going back the other way, just had the pivot foot drag there before she was able to unload that one. Almost looked like she might have stepped on one of the opponent's foot, and it just kind of skidded that foot. So a little inconsistent here to start the game for both of the teams. 2 turnovers for Markesan and 1 for the Vikings here in the first minute or so. This is Lauren Clark at the high post. Gets a screen from Lenz. Vikings switch it. Roll, and Lenz has got Nell on the block. A little bit of a hook shot to the middle of the paint. Can't get it to go. Nice strong rebound, Kiera Shea. Shea like a lightning bolt into the front court. Looks for McKenna Conkey, short corner. That one's long. Vikings fight for the rebound. It's Leah Tyson, and going to get a foul before she fell over. So it's going to be Viking ball underneath. First team foul on Markesan. First foul of the night for either team, and that's on number 11, Ashton Clark. I think I misidentified one of the Clark, I'm assuming twins, but don't want to make an assumption. Didn't get to talk to Coach Van Dalwyk before the game. There's an and one. Nice strong play, Abby Cole. Count the basket and the foul. Second team foul for the Hornets, and I believe the second one very quickly on Ashton Clark as well, so 2 on her, and a little bit of foul trouble in the first 2 minutes or so of this one. Abby Cole got the scoring started on Friday against Springs, and very similar here tonight, gets the scoring underway. It was a 3 against Springs, and it's a 3-point play the old-fashioned way here tonight. So the Vikings lead at 3-0, 16:21 to play first half. And a good start there finally after a turnover on the last possession. The Vikes able to draw first blood. This is Katie Triggs. She's into the game for Ashton Clark after the 2 early fouls, and Triggs is caught in the corner. Now bounces out to Groff. Groff with a shot fake. Spins on Shea. What a move to the hoop. Bodied, and I think it was McKenna Conkey who got her on the way through. Groff will head to the free throw line. We'll get confirmation on who that foul was on. And I believe it is 25, McKenna Conkey, her first, team's first. Groff's first free throw is up and good. That was a nice move to the hoop from Danny Groff, a 5'6" junior. Don't generally see, well, generally you don't see players get to the hoop at all on Kira Shea, but certainly not that easily. 1 of 2 from the line. Here's Abby Cole in transition. Shovels it off to Lindsay Nell. Down the lane, she goes up with the right hand, can't finish. Offensive rebound, Cole. Cole, some contact, no whistle. Cole just lost her balance there. Didn't really think that was a foul underneath. And a good defensive possession that time for the Hornets, although would think that Nell would probably tell you she should have scored there. Vikings switching everything on the screens. Skip pass to the corner. This is Bobek. Bobek to the middle of the paint, up with the floater. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound. Can't get that one to go. Tipped around, and Leah Tyson skies for the rebound. Nice job by Leah Tyson to clear the defensive glass that time for the Vikes, who lead at 3-1. Bobek guarding Kiera Shea. She's doing a nice job on her as well. A lot of weak side help there. Lindsay Nell doesn't matter. She goes up and finishes. At the rim. Just had a power surge here. Hopefully we're still online here. Just a couple of things popped off really quickly. I think we're still up and rolling. And so the Vikings lead at 5-1. 3 for Cole and 2 for Nell thus far. Here's Cole in transition. Looks for Conkey. Nice ball fake to the hole and finish. 5 points now for Abby Cole. That was a beautiful move using the ball fake and getting to the rack. Down the right side, up with the right hand, and a good finish. She can finish with both hands at the rim, as can Nell. Vikings didn't switch that time, and some miscommunication there between Tyson and Nell. They recover. Here's Groff down the lane, finishes. Nice, strong finish, Danny Groff. They continue to go at Shea and want her on the drive. Groff has all 3 for the Hornets. Down the lane goes Shea, bounce pass at the feet of Nell. She collects. Corner 3 on the way from McKenna Conkey. Can't get it to go. A little pushing underneath, and while it's still on the floor, they're going to get a foul.
Markesan foul on number 2,
Is on Bobek, they're going to say. And she got her hand caught in the cookie jar, the proverbial cookie jar against Abby Cole. Down the lane goes Lindsay Nell, floater and finish. Nice little floater. She doesn't use the glass a ton when she gets to the middle of the paint, but that's why she's very adept at those little finishes. Here's Groff, spins once, kicks it to Bobek in the corner. Going to screen now for Bobek. Instead, it's out to Lauren Clark. This is Triggs. Triggs over to Bobek, looking underneath to Groff. Skip pass, picked off by Abby Cole. Cole's got Shea out in front of her. There's the bounce pass, and missed from Shea. She has had a couple of layup opportunities and hasn't gotten them to go. Maybe just pushing it a little bit, feeling it just a little bit. That maybe a little pressure on the way to 1,000 points. She's only 10 points away. So the Vikings have an underneath inbounds play after that went out of bounds. Lobbed in to Nell, kicked around, stays in the front court. Here's Abby Cole. Nice hustle by Nell to save the possession for the Vikings. Kiera Shea, triple on the way, hit it. Kiera Shea, 7 points away. 12-3 after that triple went down, and it's the loudest the crowd's been tonight as the anticipation builds as she gets closer and closer to 4 digits, and gonna pick up a foul there. If they called those on Friday night, we wouldn't have had any players to play with at the end of the game. That was very, very ticky-tack, but the first foul there on Avery Supernand as she came in on the last break. Shot there in the corner. I believe that was Groff with the 3. Nice strong rebound for Lindsay Nell on the near side. Nell drives the paint. Oh, spins once, spins twice, and a finish. Abby Cole. Unbelievable take to the rim. She's got 7. Good start for her. Half of the offensive output from the Vikings. She had 14 the other night against Springs. Vikings got 18 from Nell, 14 from Cole, and 23 from Kiara Shea. Here's Audrey Schumacher finding Shea. Shea, one rhythm dribble. Now finds the trailer. That's Lindsay Nell. Nell can't finish. Strong through the contact that time, but too strong to finish. Here's Shea, right wing. Kicks it out, top of the key, Schumacher. Now Cole's going to fire one up. Feeling it is Abby Cole. That one is well strong, though, and it's in the backcourt. Rebound from Lauren Clark. Nice play by her. Into the front court, Riley Hoffman into the game for the first time for the Hornets. Here's Groff once again, drives the lane. Bobeck's going to try another 3. This one's strong, and rebound on the far side is Lindsay Nell. Nell's going, pushing in transition, down the left side of the paint. Little out of control, finds Cole. Cole's fouled. Abby Cole to the free throw line for a pair. Vikings most dangerous when they get out in transition. If you've watched them at all this year, you know that. And they look good in transition so far here tonight. Although maybe a touch out of control on that possession. First free throw attempt no good for Abby Cole. Her second trip of the night. She had the and one to get things going on the first possession. So 1 for 2 at the free throw line. She was terrific from the line the other night. I don't have those papers with me. Yes, I do have those papers with me. It's a full timeout here for the Hornets. Before we take that timeout with them, we will tell you she was 7 of 9 from the free throw line the other night was Abby Cole. So we're going to mute everything up and step aside before we get taken down from YouTube like the Springs game did. We're still trying to find a way to get that uploaded somehow. Maybe without audio, we're not sure. But we're trying to make efforts to get that game back up because it was a good game. Back and forth affair between the two. Big runs, big leads. Springs fought back. It was a very entertaining game, so hopefully we can get that back up on YouTube. But if not, you just know that the Vikings won by about 8. We're going to step aside, come back in a few. The Vikings lead it 15-3. Good start for the Vikes. – 15-3, good start for the Vikings. Try to always remember to unmute after timeouts, but I'm going to be safe than sorry for this one because of what might potentially be on the line in terms of a scoring milestone here tonight. Bobeck breaks the press herself, then got to the end, and I think what happened to Leah Tyson a couple of minutes ago happened to her just then. Stepped on the foot of the opponent, and the Viking player kind of let their foot slide out from under him, and it was the travel. So back over to the Vikings. Shea will initiate the offense near side. That's Nell. Nell to Supernan in the corner. Avery goes off of a Nell screen. Now Lindsay pops back to the corner. Found by Supernan. Down the lane goes Nell. Fights up through a block, and then some more contact underneath. And Lindsay's a little frustrated after that one, but it looked like might have been Groff. There might have been some contact there, but looked pretty clean from up here. Now I'm a long way away. But Nell was a little frustrated to coming back down the court. Here's Groff. Going to take the 3. Vikes went under the screen. Misses just off to the left that time. And a strong rebound from Avery Supernan. Avery's going to push it up. Finds Nell. Right wing 3. On the way. Wide open. Buried it. Nell's got 7. 7 for her, 8 for Cole, 3 for Shea. They have combined those 3 for all the points for the Vikings. They're their top 3 scorers on the season. And they just kind of take turns, although I would say overall Shea has been the leading scorer the most times of this season, and she is on a per-game average as well. It's going to be tied up here as Shea not able to collect her momentum there and finish at the rim. So that one was not an easy layup. The first couple that she was off on were ones you would normally expect her to make. First one rattled around Looked like it was going to finish and didn't. Here's Bobeck again, this time followed by Audrey Schumacher.
Viking foul on number 3, Audrey Schumacher.
You know, on Friday we gave a shout out to Eric down in Texas. Got some word this weekend. After I said that, some people were telling me, yeah, people that watch in Florida, we appreciate that. It's awesome that family members and, you know, in some cases, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, can see their, you know, what 15 years ago would have been pretty unthinkable. Being able to see family members' basketball games, it's truly a blessing. Here's Supernan, far side, off of a screen down the lane. That was a nice move from Avery. Supernan can't get it to go. Rebound tapped around, ends up with Groff. Groff passes, and a nice hustle play by Danny Groff to get on the floor. And she's been everywhere here in the early stages for the Hornets and has all of their points, all 3 of their points so far. Another really light whistle here, but Avery Supernan, I believe, is going to pick up her second foul. Yep, just on the body there. Thought she was doing a nice job of keeping her hands to the side and just trying to use her chest to kind of, you know, stay in front of the the offensive player, kind of like you teach. Nice take, Lauren Clark. Her first points of the game, and the Hornets are finally off that 3-point mark that they've been on for what seems like 10 minutes now. Obviously, it hasn't been 10 minutes, but it's been a while. Here's Abby Cole. Nice shot fake. Down the lane she goes. Shovels it over to Schumacher. Schumacher dribbled it off her foot, tapped around, ends up with Trewen. She saves the possession for the Vikings. This is Shea. Down to Cole in the corner. Abby drives the baseline, kicks it out. Good ball movement. Extra pass. Shea in the corner. Shot fake. Now short corner and gets it to go. Rolls down for Kiera Shea. Shea needs 5. 9 minutes left in the first half. Kiera Shea is 5 points away from a milestone, and I don't think there's any doubt we'll see a timeout from Coach Strafnagel, with the Vikings having built up a 15-point lead here early on. Here's Groff down the lane. Nice defense, Shea. Rebound strong, Cole. Cole's going to run. She's got Supernan to her left. She's going to take it herself up with the left hand. High off the glass, can't get it to go. Tipped out by the Hornets. No. Last touch by Anna Trewen. It's Markesan basketball. This is a nice take from Abby Cole, but that's a really tough one to finish. If you're going to be able to finish it, it's got to go just about off the tip top of the backboard. That's what she tried to do, but couldn't get it to fall in. Here's Bobeck. Bobeck uses the screen. Near side, Triggs. Triggs now top of the key. Finds Groff. Groff stutter steps one way. Good switching defense by the Vikings. This is Bobeck. Bobeck down the lane, up with the right hand. Can't get it to go. Good rebound, Abby Cole. Cole into the front court, hounded by Bobeck and fouled by Bobeck. I want to say that's number 2 on her, but don't quote me there. Yeah, number 2 for Bobeck. 5th team foul for the Hornets. Lenz returns for Markesan. Evelyn Davies, didn't see a ton of her on Friday. Good sophomore guard for the Vikings, who just still trying to get settled on varsity. Nice take, Lindsay, now with the pass fake, but still can't get it to finish at the rim. Vikings have struggled, have not been the most efficient here tonight, but have gotten the opportunities to be, but just haven't. That's tipped out of bounds, stays with the Vikings. It was last off of Nell, I believe, trying to hound Hoffman, and it's going to be Lauren Clark to key things in this time for Markesan. Bounces over to Triggs. Triggs to Groff. Groff with the shot fake. Down the lane. Back out to Clark. Good ball movement this time from Markesan. Back out to Hoffman. Hoffman. Triggs. Hoffman in the corner. Trapped a little bit. Davies doing a nice job to fight with Triggs. Hoffman finds Lenz. Lenz working on Anna Trewen. And Hoffman retains it once again out in the corner. Uses a screen from Clark. Nice switch once again from the Vikings. And Anna Trewen's going to get whistled for one trying to fight around Lenz underneath.
On the Vikings, number 23, Anna Trewen. And in for the Vikings is number 2, Kiera Shea.
got a text from someone trying to take stats at home, and this person says 7 rebounds for Abby Cole already. I believe it. She averages a double-double, averages about 14 and a half and 11 does Abby, and well on her way to another double-double. She is ferocious on the boards, much like big brother Ethan was as well. Julia Len's first free throw is good. Shea's back in the game, by the way. 5 more points for Kiera Shea. Lenz goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe, 20-7. Shea hands off to Nell, who hands off to Abby Cole. Cole's going to fire away. Straight away, 3, hit it. Oh, goodness me. Abby Cole has 11. She loves, something about these Vikings. Down the lane goes Clark, up with the floater, can't get it to go. Rebound fought for it, and yeah, she's out of bounds there. Evelyn Davies, nice hustle, just standing out of bounds. I was looking at a shot chart the other day from Coach Schaffnagel and the coaching staff, and the Viking, and I was never a good shooter, so let's not get that mixed up. As Clark's going to drive here on Cole, go baseline, good ball movement, ends up with a Hoffman 3, looks good, she hit it. Nice shot, Riley Hoffman, 5'6" freshman, and she's being more assertive here as this half goes on. But the Vikings, I always thought as a left-hander, I was like shooting from the left side from 3, better than the right. Here's a right wing 3, and fouled was Kiera Shea, backed into by Hoffman. And so Shea's going to go to the free throw line for 3 free throws. She was 3 for 5 the other night, shoots it at about a 66% clip. She's tops on the team in that regard. So if that holds true, she'll make 2 of 3, right? During this trip. First free throw is no good. Rims around and out. I'll tell you what, the rims have not been kind to her tonight. I'm going to get back and finish my point here in a second. I always thought on the left side as a lefty was easier. Second free throw good for Shea. So that would stand to say all these righties on the Viking basketball team would like to shoot from the right side. That's not the case. The left wing is their best shooting percentage for the Vikings, and straight away is second best. So stay out of the corners, and the right wing isn't very good either. So there you go. I'm not trying to give away the scout here, but the Vikings, I don't know if there's anything into that, if they just get more open looks on the left side. I'm not really sure. But after Abby Cole hit that straightaway 3, I'm thinking to myself, there it is. Straightaway just on the left side. That's what she's looking for. Inbounds pass underneath. Shea is just 3 points away from 1,000. She's got 997. Here goes Nell down the right side of the paint, scores. Nell's got 9. 9 for Nell, 7 for Shea. The rest from Abby Cole, 11 from her. That adds up to 27. Down the lane goes Clark here, stolen by Shea. Shea has it poked away from behind, and an over and back. I thought Shea maybe got a deflection on that, but they're going to say over and back, so give the ball back to the Vikings. Shea's smelling blood in the water now. She's jumping into passing lanes, poking balls away. She can feel it 3 points away. So Shea stands as the off guard here. I don't know if there's something to read into with that, but we'll see if they're trying to get Shea an open look in the corner. They help off of her. For 1,000. This one does not go. Offensive rebound to Shea, and Shea hits the bunny. So she's at 999. 1 more point for Kiera Shea, and she'll hit 1,000. Vikings lead it 29-10. Down the lane, offensive foul. So is this the possession for the Vikings? Shea has 999, 5:04 to go here in the first half. Into the front court. Shea hands it off. She's not going to force it. You know that about Kiera Shea. Here's Lindsay Nell down the lane. Can't get it to go. Defensive rebound fought for, and Lenz gets the defensive rebound, fouled by Nell, and I believe we'll head to the free throw line. Yeah, we're in the bonus. And Markesan will take some free throws. It's a 19-point lead for the Vikings, and what better time to go over the millennia mark than right now. Nice shot once again from Lenz. Lenz is 3 for 3. Is Julia Lenz from the free throw line? She's got a good-looking free throw shot. This one misses, of course. The curse of the commentators. She can blame me on that one. So still waiting for Shea. 9:99. Nell, 3 ball. This is good. Nell has a dozen. And she's now the leading scorer on the night for the Vikings. 9 for Shea, 11 for Cole, 12 for Nell. They still have all 32 points for the Vikings. And Shea still is 1 point away. Nice backdoor cut. Groff can't be found. And nice hustle there. No, they're going to say that's Megan Glover. They'll say she was standing out of bounds. So yet another possession here for the Vikings. Trying to get Shea. They're going to run Shea off of a double screen here. Shea kicks it out to Nell. I think the whole stadium thought she was going to go in there. Shot fake for Shea. Down the lane she goes. Up with the right hand, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Cole. Batted around, Lenz. Gets the rebound, clears for Markesan. I think some of the students are thinking, just give the ball back to Kiera. Let's get this thing done in the first half. 3:39 to play in the first half. Plenty of time to do it. Nice cut and good finish by Lenz. She has had a terrific span of a couple of minutes here, and she's up to 5 points. Shea back into the front court for the Vikings. Finds Nell top of the key. They switch. Back screen set for Shea if she wants it. Here goes Cole. Kicks it out to Supernan. Supernan skip pass. Shot faked Shea. Back out to Nell. Nell top of the key. Supernan drives. Floats it. Can't get it to go. 3 minutes and 3 seconds left in this first half. And the Vikings, at this point, you just want to get that last point for Kiera Shea, because the offense is starting to go a little bit stale here, trying to get her that shot. Here's a nice shot. Megan Glover. Her first 2 points on the game. And Shea's back into the front court once again. Hands off to Cole. Cole rips another 3. This one misses. Rebound fought for. And cleared by Groff. Groff into the front court. Corner. 3 on the way. This one's up and a little long from Hoffman. Rebound for Cole. Cole up ahead to Shea. Oh, if Shea would have caught, if that pass would have gotten there, Kiera Shea would have it. And Schumacher's going to check in. We'll see if that is for Kiera. Oh, it's probably for Lindsay Nell. That's the third on Nell. In all of this, Lindsay Nell, foul trouble snuck up on us. And it sends Triggs to the free throw line bonus. So she'll shoot 1. First free throw, Sky is up and good. Earns the bonus. Does Katie Triggs, her first point of the night. And Lauren Clark's waiting to check back in. She's going to come in for Triggs if she hits this shot. And yeah, Groff was out of her spot there, so it's going to be a miss and go back over to the Vikings. Groff just lost her balance there and was into the shooter's path. So is this the possession? Shea's been at 9.99 for a few minutes now. Crosses over, denies the screen. This is Conkey. Conkey down the lane to Supernan in the corner. Supernan, Cole, Shea. Shot fake on the left. Now going to shoot the three. Looks good, comes up short. Offensive rebound, Abby Cole. She can't get it to go, blocked. Nice play by Groff. Groff poked away by Shea. And Shea just about had it there. But good defense in transition to at least stop the opportunity. Groff will inbound it. Clark around a screen. It's going to be Hoffman. She can get that in the backcourt. No problems there. Never touched in the front court. Hoffman crosses over. Good defense here from Schumacher. Trying to stay close. Down the lane to Clark. Clark blocked. Oh, and a late whistle. And a foul on Avery Supernan. That's her third. So fouls starting to pile up here as the 10th team foul is whistled on the Vikings, and they now have two different players that have 3 fouls, and a Trewin checks in. That was very late on the whistle, but did look like there was some contact. Nice shot from Lauren Clark. First free throw is good. Vikings have shot 6 free throws, and I got the Hornets down for 9. Is that right? Yeah, 9 free throws so far. This will be their 10th here in this first half. Clark takes a couple rhythm dribbles and fires it up. Very kind of flat shot, but it works. Worked on the first one at least. Here goes Cole. Down to the corner. Conkey fires it up straight away. That misses badly. And the air ball is collected on the far side. Shea is hounding Groff. You know, a Kiera Shea steal and bucket in transition would just about be perfect. Shea steals it. Oh, and she's fouled in transition. Oh, man. So Shea's going to go to the free throw line with an opportunity. She would have scored, no doubt. If there was a clear path foul rule in high school, you'd have seen it there. Shea, it's bonus, an opportunity for 1,000 if this goes down. And the free throw is good. Coach Schroffnagel is going to take a timeout. It's 1,000, and you can see the relief on the face of Kiera Shea. And the Viking crowd on their feet. Special moment for Shea. So a special moment for the Vikings program, special moment for Shea as she hits 1,000 points. As Mr. Mookie said on the PA, second all time behind WBCA Hall of Famer Steph Schmitz-Yankee. Just incredible for Kiera Shea. And like I said, wouldn't it be perfect if she stole the ball and in transition got her 1,000th point? And that's what would have happened. She got fouled instead, went to the free throw line, and 1,000 points in her career. Congratulations, Kiera. That is a career well played, that is for sure. And a very special opportunity to share that with her family, with her team. Hats off to Markesan as well. Standing ovation from both their bench and their crowd as Kiera Shea hits 1,000 career points. 17, check that, a 16-point deficit, 33-17. Take from Hoffman. Hoffman floats, can't get it to go. Far side rebound, Conkey. Outlet pass to Shea. Now the Vikings just need her to beat Kiera Shea for the rest of the season. How about that? Which still means about 17 points a game. and she's on her pace to surpass that tonight. She had 23 the other night. Gave her an opportunity to get there tonight here in the first half, kind of take some of the pressure off of that situation. Markesan has this one poked away, and Groff ends up with it. Groff down the lane, and a double dribble called out on the perimeter, going to go back over to the Vikings. Scrum out there at the halfway line, and thought the Vikings were going to pick up another steal. Instead, happened to be a double dribble. Down to the corner, Conkey. Conkey drives baseline. Nice take from her. A little contact. Can't get it to go. They're allowing him to play down there underneath, at least on that side. I think the lead may have something to do with that. There's some contact that they're letting go down on that underneath the hoop. Groff misses the shot. Shea has it. Down the lane she goes. Steps through. Blocked. And the Vikings, with 1 second left, just trying to play some defense, get to halftime. They're able to do so. 33-17. Error at halftime, but that is merely a footnote compared to Kiera Shea's 1,000th career point there in that first half. She had 10. She needed 10, and she had 10 in the first half. Scoring output for the Vikings, 10 for Shea, 11 for Abby Cole, 12 for Lindsay Nell. That's how you get to the 33 points that the Vikings have. 17 for Markesan, 3 points for Riley Hoffman, 3 for Lauren Clark, 1 for Katie Triggs, 2 for Megan Glover, 3 for Danny Groff, and leading the Hornets is Julia Lenz. She had 5 points, 3 of 4 from the free throw line there in that first half. All right, we're going to catch our breath. Congratulations, Kiera Shea. Hopefully she gets to go back and rewatch this and enjoy this memory for years to come. 1,000 career points. Halftime, back with the second half. Hope you'll stay with us on WLA TV. I'm going to step back in here with 4 minutes left in the halftime. The Hornets back out, warming up for the second half. Vikings lead at 33-17. It's great when awesome things happen to great individuals, and you kind of saw it there when Shea hit the 1,000-point mark. She almost, she's very humble, very quiet, and almost you could tell almost didn't like all the attention. But she deserves all of it. Working hard over the course of the years, and being a 4-year varsity player here at WLA, and one of the all-time greats as far as I am concerned, being here for 3 of the years and seeing them and calling them here for WLA TV. One of the all-time greats, number 2 all-time in the scoring chart, and very, very much deserved. Back in about 3 minutes for the second half. Stay with us. So the Vikings will start with the basketball here. Glad to have you along, WLA TV. Jordan King with you. The rest of the week looks like this. Boys basketball tomorrow night against Campbell Sport. Girls tip it off once again on Thursday. That's against Oakfield, a Trailways East team. These Markesan Hornets, a Trailways West team. And then Friday night closes it out. Another boys basketball game, the North Fond du Lac Orioles in town to take on the Vikings. So I will be along for Tuesday and Thursday, and then on Friday I'm doing the PA. So we'll have a stream, but I won't be along for that. If you listen close, you'll hear my voice on the PA, public address. So there you go. Here's McKenna Conkey in the corner, drives baseline, kicks it out to Cole. Cole shot fake, Nell. Near side, Tyson. This is Conkey once again. Good ball movement here and good patience for the Vikings. Down to Nell in the corner. And kind of lost some of that patience there, but tipped out by Groff. So stays with the Vikings. Nell was looking for Tyson. Vikings have a 16-point lead. 1 point away from doubling up Markesan here early. And Tyson's just going to lob it into Conkey. Looking to Shea in the corner. Here is Kiera. Rolling to the hoop was Conkey. Instead, good ball movement, ends up with Tyson in the corner. Goes around a Nell screen, top of the key, Shea. Good patience from the Vikings, making the Hornets play a lot of defense, and it ends with points. McKenna Conkey becomes the first player not named Cole Nell or Shea to score here tonight. The big three for the Vikings had all 33 of their first half points, and the first second half points scored here from Conkey. 16 and a half minutes left to play in the game, and the Vikings lead it by 18. Here's Groff, three-pointer, misses. Good block out from Shea. Can she corral the rebound? She can. Looks up ahead to McKenna Conkey, and 4 straight for McKenna. Oh, she leaves it short. I guess that's kind of my fault. I spoke too soon. Here is Nell. Looked like a free safety there and picked it off. Pass from Bobeck that was intended for Clark, and stepping in the way was Lindsay Nell. Read well, and then she was fouled by Clark as well. So Nell and Tyson both playing with, check that, Nell and Supernan both have 3 fouls for the Vikings. Supernan not in right now. She doesn't start for the Vikings. But Nell is out there with the 3 points, or the 3 fouls, 12 points for her. Here is Abby Cole. Cole drives baseline, looks to Conkey. Good ball movement. Ends up with a right wing 3 for Shea. She buried it. Kiera Shea's got 13 tonight. She's got 1,003 points in her career. That's the last time I do that, I'll promise. I'm not going to do the math the rest of the way. Nice bounce pass from Bobeck. Blocked from behind. It was Abby Cole who denied Lenz on that one, and the putback attempt from Bobeck was no good, and Abby Cole's got a big grin on her face coming back down the floor. She has it now top of the key. Goes down the left side of the paint up with her left hand, can't finish, and gets her own offensive rebound. Was she out of bounds? No. And we'll see if they grant the timeout before Cole lost possession. They do. So Coach Strafnagel all over that. Got the timeout, and 30-second timeout we'll take with them. Back with more after this. Vikings lead it by 21. WLA TV, stay with us. So the Vikings will have an underneath inbounds. It's going to be Leah Tyson to key it in for the Vikings. She tries to fight through a couple of defenders. Instead, Tyson bounces it to Nell. Up and under move. Now kicks it back out to Tyson. Tyson can't get the long jumper to go. It was a 2-pointer. Leah doesn't generally jump on her shots, so it'd be incorrect to call him a jump shot, but missed that one there. Far side, this is Ashton Clark. Did not see a ton of her in the first half. She picked up 2 fouls in about the first minute and a half of the contest, and to my knowledge did not come back into the game. I think she just picked up another one, just trying to clear out. Thought she was just trying to work to get position there, saying she used the arms and the elbows to get position there. And that's her 3rd foul here quickly in the second half as well. Near side Tyson, Conkey in the corner, shot fake there, drives baseline up with the right hand, can't get it to go. Tipped out by McKenna Conkey, back over to the Hornets. Tell you what, McKenna's taken that ball to the rack a couple of times and just a little too much English on it. Just spun around and out. A couple of really, really good takes, but couldn't finish. Here's Bobeck into the front court, guarded well by Leah Tyson, who has kind of been, you know, this like very unexpected for the Vikings, and the travel for Leah Tyson there as she stole it and shuffled the feet before she could get it past. It really should have been called a foul, but I'm not going to get picky. Vikings lead it by 21. But a very pleasant surprise, Leah Tyson this year. I don't think the Vikings expected she'd be starting. I don't know if she expected she'd be starting, and we'll see what happens when Siri Kuski comes back. She dressed for tonight's game, but to my knowledge, I don't believe she is ready to play quite yet. On her way back, though, and could see her on Thursday, which would be very helpful for the Vikings as they take on an Oakfield team that is very much a quality opponent. Shea missed that one. Offensive rebound for Abby Cole, and it's tied up underneath. Cole got hammered underneath, but again, I think those are going to be few and far between here in this second half in terms of those whistles. Audrey Schumacher and Avery Supernan back into the ball game for the Vikings. They replace Conkey and Tyson. But it'll be interesting to see what that starting lineup does. Not that it matters. I mean, we make a big deal about starting lineups. You get your name said, and then the PA announcer, and you get to do all the handshakes and pretend that you're getting your flash photography and all that good stuff. But I mean, we make a big deal about starting lineups. That pass thrown away there from Clark. Yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if you start. Are you on the floor for the last 5 minutes of the contest when it's in crunch time? That's kind of the true testament, isn't it? Near side, Kira Shea, she's always a starter, and she's always in there in crunch time. There's no doubt about it. Here's another one, Abby Cole, far side, Supernan. This is Audrey Schumacher, who played some big minutes down the stretch in a couple of the Vikings win over the Christmas season, or just coming back from the Christmas season. Audrey's another player who I think was just a very pleasant surprise for the Vikings. Didn't really expect her to go out for the basketball team. Nice take from Riley Hoffman. I'll tell you what, Hoffman's just a freshman, and she looks like she belongs out there. She's had a nice game here this evening. Shea gets fouled by Bobeck, and the Vikings will have another inbounds underneath. It'll be Supernan to key it in. Schumacher, an elite softball player, pitcher, and she is very, very good at that. Runs cross country as well, and decided senior year, you know what? Let's play some hoops. And speaking of looking like she belongs, Audrey looks like she belongs out there. Offensive rebound here from Schumacher. Kicks it out to Supernan, who finds Nell on the far side. Nell drives baseline, strong move, can't get it to go. Just a little strong on the shot then. Well, it was nothing to write home. It's been nothing to write home about here, especially in the layup category for the Vikings. That's a foul for Schumacher as Bobeck drove the lane. But the defensive side of the floor has very much allowed the Vikings to be very comfortable here tonight, despite their woeful shooting. And that maybe is being kind about some of that, the finishing at the rim. And a nice play there by Anna Trewin to just kind of crowd out Lauren Clark, take away some of that space that she had underneath, and forced a turnover. Vikings still lead it by 19. 12 minutes and 16 seconds left to play here tonight. Kira Shea, the second member of the 1,000-point club, the first entry into that. And well, what are we doing here? 18 years, is that right? Or is it 28 years for the Vikings? Who knows? 24 years, maybe 26 years, something like that. Last one was Steph Schmitz-Yankee, who last year was inducted into the Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame. Offensive rebound here from Clark, and now Groff with the offensive rebound, and Danny Groff's got her second bucket of the night. She has 5. A couple of twos and a free throw for Danny Groff, and the lead is 17 for the Vikings, 38-21. Down the lane goes Nell. Good ball movement, ends up with Shea in the corner. Shea drives baseline, up with the floater, can't get it to go. Case Exhibit 38. That's what it seems like. The Vikings have gotten to the rim at will tonight. Something they're going to have to clean up when they play against Oakfield. Oakfield pressed a lot early in the year. Haven't seen the Oaks play recently. Don't know if that's still kind of the identity for Oakfield. But a team that, if the Vikes don't come to play, they're going to take their 3rd loss of the season. There's Triggs underneath. Can't finish. A little strong. And the near side rebound from Avery Supernan. There's Nell. Right wing. Good ball fake and drives the lane. She's fouled on the ground. And it'll be an underneath inbounds for the Vikings with 11:01 to play. WLA lost back-to-back games. Laconia and Fox Valley Lutheran. really had a chance to win that FVL game. Shea actually exited that game in overtime, and if they had her, it would have probably been a different outcome in that game. There's a nice jumper, Audrey Schumacher. Audrey hits it. Has not scored a ton so far this season for the Vikings. Has Audrey. She's averaging right about 2 points a game. But don't let that fool you. She has been a very nice asset for this Viking team this season. 40-21. Timeout there from Coach Schroffnagel. And we're going to take it with him. Full timeout. Be back with more. Stay with us. Just looking ahead, welcome back here. Glad to have you along, looking at the schedule for Oakfield. Got a nice season going. They've only lost one time. That was a 58-30 loss to Lourdes Academy. Now Lourdes is good this year. Beat Watertown Luther Prep 63-53. The Vikings handled Prep a little bit more than that. They beat Springs first game of the season by 3. The Vikings beat them just the other day by 8. Oh, what a take. Bobeck finishes. Oh, that is a pretty play from Leah Bobeck, pardon me. Lauren Clark, Leah Bobeck. And Leah took the ball down the right side of the paint, scooped it up, took the contact, and finished. 5'4" junior, and it's like the perfect matchup. Kiera Shea versus Leah Bobeck. Both of them 5'4", both wear the number 2. Bobeck completes a 3-point play there. And both are terrific defenders. And I think Shea probably would have had a little easier time getting to the 1,000-point mark if it weren't for Bobeck tonight. Nice closeout there from Bobeck. Shea uses a screen and lost her balance going through the lane. 16-point Viking lead. Meanwhile, Shea is guarding Groff, the leading scorer. Shea always draws the leading scorer, it seems. Groff averaging just over 15 points per game. And Lauren Clark averaging about 10 or 11 points a game. And Avery Supernan cannot believe she was whistled for a foul there. I mean, we're at the point in the game where you got to be careful here from an officiating standpoint, because it is only 16 points, the difference. And you got some ticky-tack stuff. Triggs, first free throw is good. She's 2 for 3 from the line so far tonight. She'll have a second one coming here. Ticky-tack stuff that's getting called on WLA and WLA players are getting hammered underneath on the other side of the floor. I understand the thinking from a refereeing standpoint that you do swallow the whistle to a certain degree when a team has a large lead, but when it gets a little tighter, you gotta tighten things back up in your regard too. Here's Evelyn Davies. She's trapped in the corner by Bobeck. Good defense by her. Here is Lindsay Nell on the shovel from Cole. Down the lane goes Nell. Contact there, no foul. Offensive rebound. Here's Anna Trewin, a long two. This misses. Tipped around. Offensive rebound by Cole. She hit the 3. Offensive board, step back, 3, good. 14 points for Abby Cole. Her second 3 of the night pushes this back out to a 17-point lead for the Vikes. Bobeck initiates the offense between the circles. Near side finds Hoffman. Riley Hoffman has 5 of the 26 for Markesan. Top of the key, Lauren Clark. And they're going to spread things 5 wide. Bobeck looks for a flashing Hoffman. Instead comes near side to Triggs. Triggs trying to get it into Groff. And Hoffman's going to have a long 2. That missed. Good offensive rebound. That was a terrific box out. And Lauren Clark is rewarded with a pair. She's got 5. Did a really nice job to fight underneath to get position. Grabbed the offensive rebound and earned herself a pair there. Vikings almost lost control of it. Cole drives the lane, finds Davies. Good ball movement. This is Tyson. Tyson drives the paint. Davies now going to go baseline. Bounce pass to Treewin. And a Treewin travel. Got to put that ball on the floor first. Then the step through would have been just fine for Anna Treewin. She's going to take a seat as Shea comes back in. Viking lead by 15. 43-28. Leading scorer for the Vikings is Abby Cole. She has 14. And leading scorer, I believe, is still Julia Lenz with 5 for Markesan as they turn it over and give the ball back over to the Vikings with 8 minutes and 13 seconds to play. Time now for Megan Glover to come back into the game. 5'6" junior returns. Not sure we've seen her yet in the second half or not. She has 2 points tonight for the Hornets. Cole hands off to Nell, now to Shea. Shea uses a Nell screen. Lindsay's going to roll to the basket. Cole's going to take it down the left side and finish. That is a strong move from Abby Cole, who is up to 16 points. A strong take. You know, the nice thing for the Vikings is Leah Tyson defends Bobeck here in the perimeter. Is if a team has 2 good guards, the Vikings have an answer for it now. And last year, rotating through, Siri Kuski is a very good defender. But Leah Tyson has, like I said a little bit earlier, there's a 3 from Lenz. And Lenz up to 8 points. I'm sorry, that wasn't Lenz. I can't try to read. It was Groff. Down lane goes Cole, and she is fouled there. Viking lead is dwindled to 14 points. Groff with the 3 on that last possession, and Groff is up to 8 points. And a chance here for Abby Cole to build on her night. And first free throw is no good. She is 2 for 4 from the line. 16 points above her season average. But just generally speaking so far this season, and this hasn't been the case every time, but many times it ends up being, oh, that was a travel, and there's the whistle, a little bit delayed, but it was coming. These guys have done a terrific job tonight, I think, finding that balance, physical game being played underneath. Here's Cole. And Abby launches that one into the seats, so to speak. Audrey Schumacher returns. But for the Vikings, overall this season, in general, they've had one player, whether that's Shea or Nell or Cole, right around that 20-point mark, and then they have one then about right around 17, 18, and one in that 12 to 14 range. Now, obviously, not every game is like that, but a lot of times the Vikings, that's been their output this season, and then they got a handful from Siri Kuski on top of that, and then if you can find one more scorer to just chip in, 4, 6, 8 points, this team becomes very dangerous. Obviously tonight haven't found that. Shea pokes it away from Groff, and they're going to call over and back. I don't think Coach Vandalwick was happy with that call. He thought it was tipped by Shea. And I think the referee is saying it was tipped, regathered, and then she stepped over the line. Hard to see. It happened very quickly, but referee made the call very confidently, and if nothing else, kind of gives themselves the benefit of the doubt in that situation. Up goes Cole. She's fouled again, where she'll go back to the free throw line after shooting 7 of 9 the other night. A little bit drier from the free throw line here tonight. That well not quite as full as it was the other night. 7 of 9 on Friday, and today just 2 for 5, make it 3 for 6. 17 points for Abby after that goes down. 15-point lead for the Vikings with 6:11 left. Couple of rhythm dribbles for Cole, and the second one goes down as well. 18 points for Abby, and she's got that hand taped up. Not her shooting hand, although she does use both very, very frequently when she's inside trying to find a finish. So who knows if that is hindering her at all. Here's the 5th team foul for the Vikings as they pick one up on the drive. You know, you got to feel out a referee, certainly in this crew, very much more likely to call something on a drive than they are on a shot. I think Abby Cole might have turned her ankle there. She was a little ginger coming back up, and she just continues to play. She doesn't look the most comfortable out there. 2 points for Clark. She's got 7, does Lauren Clark. She averages about 10.5 per game. This is a long 2 from Kiera Shea. Rebound fought for, collected by Cole. Cole's going to spin, kick it back out. Shea, long 2, foot was on the line. Offensive rebound, Abby Cole, and a finish with the right hand. Abby's got 20. Just a terrific game for her. Obviously the headline with Kiera Shea with her 13 points here tonight, but 20 now for Abby Cole, and it's been a couple of games since Abby's had that kind of output, so it's a nice night for her. Big second half in order to get to that as well. Here's Lindsay Nell, middle of the paint, kicks it out, shot fake Shea. And Abby Cole's going to a little bit of heat check here from the right wing. Like I said, that right wing just isn't quite as fruitful for the Vikings as the left wing is, at least statistically speaking this season. That's poked away Schumacher. Great defensive play by Audrey. She's running the point, one-handed bounce pass over to Shea. And good hustle there by Groff is going to tie things up. Jump ball stays with the Vikings, but a terrific hustle play by the junior, Danny Groff. Four impact players that the Hornets got to try to replace next year: Ashton and Lauren Clark, Katie Triggs and Julia Lenz, but not bad with Bobeck and Groff coming back. Riley Hoffman looks like a real player for the Hornets as well as a freshman. Here's Evelyn Davies, triple on the way. Oh, she knew it. That was as confident as you will see Evelyn Davies, I think. Stepped into that one and hit it. Very nice three-point jump shot from the corner. Like I said, corners not, generally, a lot of times these good shooters, you get the corner and that's where they love it, but not the case there for the Vikings, but certainly is the case for Evelyn Davies. That's the 5th foul for Avery Supernand, and Abby Cole's going to have to come back into the ballgame. That, I'd like to go back and watch this, and maybe Coach Supernand will, because likes to go back and rewatch and scout and stat things and all that good stuff. I want to know how many minutes and seconds Avery was out on the floor tonight. That was the most unlucky game I think I've ever seen. Apologies, Graf. If I got that wrong all night, I do apologize. I just got to go with something and stick with it. Had some technical issues before the broadcast, so I did not get down to talk to Coach Van Dalwick. I often like to do that because these kids want to have their names said right, so I do apologize to Danny if it's Graf. Apologies for that. But she's having a nice night. Couple of free throws go down there for her, and she's up to 10 points on the night. Timeout for the Hornets, and they trail by 17 points, 52-35, 3 minutes and 48 seconds left in the game. Now, I talked to Coach Schaff. Now, look, the WLA TV stream should be the least of the concerns for Kiera Shea following tonight's game. I just invited Coach Schraffnagel and and Kiera to come on up and chat with us after the game if they do so desire. But just talk about, what it means getting to 1,000 points. Just the second player in program history, a program that just in the last 5 years has seen great players. Elena Supernand, Geneva Hewitt, Kaylee Fry, Alyssa Lorenz. You go down the list, going back to likes of Paula Brower and Steph Schmitz, Yankee, and others that were in this program, Lexi Herwig and Jenny Herrick about a decade ago, Caitlin Keel, part of that spurt that almost made a state appearance about 11 years ago or so in that 2010-2011 season. And Kiera Shea belongs right in that conversation of just a terrific career. That's an and one. Danny Graff. Well, they're saying Graff down on the PA, so I'm gonna stick with that. We'll go with Graff. So count the basket for her. 1,000 points for her now. Back to the free throw line where she's 3 of 4. And she's good there. 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Markesan has been very efficient from the charity stripe. Much more so than the Vikings. Vikings sitting just above 50% from the free throw line. Markesan closer, probably above 75 if I try to add things up quickly here. Kiera Shea down the lane. And she finishes once again, got her up to 15 points. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left in the game. 54-38. But I told Coach Schraffnagel to, get the pictures taken. Time with family and teammates and friends and all that stuff is more important than talking to the broadcast. So if she decides to come up here, you'll hear from her post-game. Another jumper for Evelyn Davies. She's got 5 points here in this second half. Couple of nice jump shots. This is Glover. Kicks it back out to Bobeck. Top of the key, good ball movement. Hoffman near side. Nice drive by Hoffman again to the free throw line. She goes. Good take by Riley Hoffman, 5'6" freshman. If she does not, we'll chat with her tomorrow, maybe after practice tomorrow or Wednesday after practice, and we'll debut that on Thursday, either before the game or at halftime. We'll have that conversation with Kiera Shea. So you'll get to hear from the newest member of the 1,000-point club. Just a matter of when. Second free throw, no good for Hoffman. So Hoffman is sitting at 6 points. And a jump ball tied up. Good hustle there by Lindsay Nell and a couple of Hornets to earn Markesan another possession. Clark will lob it into Clark. Lauren to Ashton. And a foul. No shot. Doesn't matter. 10th team foul, I do believe. Just the 9th team foul. And I believe it's 1 and 1. They're going to say that was on the ground on the drive. Audrey Schumacher back in for Anna Trewin. We'll see how long Anna gets to sit out there. Lindsay Nell just picked up her 4th personal. First free throw good for Ashton Clark. And you just assume that these are going to go down when Markesan steps up to the free throw line. Viking lead still safe at 16 points. And the second free throw is good as well for Ashton Clark. Those her first 2 points of the night. Quiet night for her. She, like Avery Supernand, has spent a great deal of the night on the bench due to foul trouble. Lindsay now spins a couple of times, hands off to Abby Cole, and the Vikings have Shea getting north-south, can't finish. Vikings run that down the stretch where they hand off almost Princeton offense-ish. Hand the ball off a couple times, then one goes ripping around a screen to the hoop. It's usually Kiera Shea, but it's always Nell, Cole, and Shea who hand the ball off to each other, screen for each other. Here's Shea. Cole and Nell's out here as well. And they're going to foul with 1:44 left, send Abby Cole back to the free throw line. So in back-to-back games, Abby Cole's going to get 9 free throw attempts. She was 7 of 9 the other night. If she hits these two, she'll be 6 of 9. And I think suffice to say that would be a solid night from the line considering how it started. And I spoke too soon. With the bonus free throws, she only got 1, so she got 8 free throw attempts so far. Nice job, Abby Cole, to stay straight up and down. Evelyn Davies couldn't come down with the rebound, and Leah Bobeck has another pair of points. She's got 5 tonight. Nice offensive rebound by the 5'4" junior. Schumacher almost traveled. Instead, it ends up with Shea. And Coach Schroffnagel just wants to calm his girls down. Full timeout. We'll take it with them. Finish up this game. Last minute and a half coming up when we come back. Stay with us on WLA TV. Back here, WLA TV, the Vikings get it into Kiera Shea, and she's fouled. And she'll head back to the free throw line where she, earlier tonight, hit the front end of a 1-and-1. And that got her over the ledge of 1,000 points onto the mountaintop, proverbial mountaintop. 2 for 2 here, extends the Viking lead back out to 15. She is 5 of 7 from the free throw line. She and Cole are the only 2 to get to the line tonight for the Vikings. Lauren Clark down the lane finishes. She's got 9. Quiet 9 points for Lauren Clark here tonight. And just staying within striking distance are the Hornets. We'll see if they decide to continue to foul. The minute and 8 seconds, down by 13. The Vikings got out to right about that, 12, 15, 17 point lead, and have just ever since then just kind of stayed there. And every so often, the Hornets have made a run, and the Vikings push back just a little bit, and see if the Markesan Hornets can go on a little bit of a run here, tighten this thing up down the stretch, but see if the Vikings can also deal with it. Coach Schroffnagel was not, obviously a lot of talk over the course of the last couple of days has been about Kiera, and she kind of turned around there wondering how that was a foul, but it was a foul apparently. 5th foul for Leah Bobeck, and she did not really earn them. A lot of ticky-tack ones out near the perimeter, and it will be should still be 1-and-1 for Kiera Shea. It will be. And Shea is perfect once again from the line. 6 for 8 from the charity stripe. Second one good as well. She's been very good tonight, as usual, as advertised. But getting back to what I was saying before Shea got fouled, Coach Schroffnagel, you know, obviously talking a lot about Shea, but he was saying, you know, we got to get the win too. This is not a Markesan team that you can just show up, roll the ball out, get Kira 10, and let's go home. And that's been the case. I'm very impressed with the fight from the Hornets tonight. 5th foul there on Lindsay Nell as she tried to poke the ball away from Lauren Clark. Check that, Ashton Clark, and Ashton's going to go to the free throw line where she is 2 for 2. Her 2 points tonight coming from the free throw line, and that one was down and out. Someone cranked those rims an extra. One extra turn, tightened them up. Man, we have seen some good-looking shots not fall here tonight for both of these squads. Shea, Davies. So Vikings have had 2 players foul out, both Lindsay Nell and Avery Supernan. Top of the key is Kiera Shea. 30 seconds left now, and the Hornets going to call off the dogs and not foul. There's a pass, though. In the middle of the passing lane goes Glover, and Glover finishes at the other end. So cuts it down to a 13-point Viking lead. I think that may be the last action here tonight as Shea walks it into the front court. A lot of eyes on her here tonight. Could she get the 10 needed to get to 1,000? A big exhale from Kiera Shea. She pitches the ball, and this ball game is over. It's a 60-47, 13-point win for the Vikings in the non-conference. They move to 9-2. And for the Hornets, really quickly, let me get back to my Hornets notes here. They fall to 6-6 on the season, and got a little bit of a losing streak going here. But man, Randolph and then WLA is tough back-to-back competition, and a good offensive output for them tonight. They only averaged 41.1 points per game, and tonight got up to that 47-point mark. So 60-47 is the final score. The Vikings take care of Markesan. They will look forward then to Oakfield on Thursday. But before all of that happens, celebrate a terrific output. That was a well done there from Mr. Mookie on the PA, who's given the score updates for the night, and ended with Kiera Shea, 1,009. And that's where Kiera is. She had 19 points tonight. Terrific output from her. Obviously a big leader of this program, big leader of this team, 4-year varsity player. And tonight was, to a certain extent, a lot about her. As little as she would want that to be, that was the case. So we're going to hang out here for just a second. Like I told Coach Schroffnagel, don't worry about us. But as long as I'm adding up the final scoring tallies for all of these people, we'll just hang out and see if Coach Schroffnagel and Kiera come up here. And then we will get out of here. If she does not, like I said, we will have her either pregame or halftime of the Oakfield game coming up on Thursday. So hope you'll join us for that. And by the way, Oakfield's got a very good program, and they have a good, solid team this year that I think is going to give the Vikings some. They're going to give the Vikings some trouble on Thursday. So tune in for the game, regardless. But also to hear from the new 1,000-point scorer for the Vikings. 2 points for Audrey Schumacher tonight. 12 for Lindsay Nell. Evelyn Davies had 5. 2 for McKenna Conkey. And then 20 points for Abby Cole here this evening. She was the leading scorer. 20 for her, 19 for Shea, 12 Nell, 5 Davies, 2 apiece, both Conkey and Schumacher. That's the scoring for the Vikings. Over for the Hornets, 5 points for Leah Boback. 6 points for the freshman, Riley Hoffman. 2 points for Ashton Clark. 9 points for Lauren Clark. 3 points all on free throws for Katie Triggs. 4 points for Glover. Had a couple of opportunities in transition, did Megan Glover. Danny Graff had 13 points to lead the scoring for the Hornets, and then Julia Lenz, who had 5 points, all of them coming in the first half. Vikes did a very nice job on her then in the second half of the contest. So that's going to do it. We're going to let them enjoy the festivities down there. All the important things about scoring 1,000 points. Spend it with your friends and your teammates. Kiera Shea, congratulations once again to Kiera on a unbelievable achievement for her. So the Vikings win it, 60-47. They move to 9-2 on the season. Want to say thank you for joining us this evening. Appreciate you tuning in. Hope you will come back and join us on Thursday. Vikings welcome in a very good Oakfield Oaks team here to Winnebago Lutheran Academy. Jordan King saying so long. Thanks for joining us. Win for the Vikings. They're 9-2, 60-47, the final score. And Kiera Shea, 1,009 points in her career. Good night.